Hey, homeowners, are you thinking about selling your home? Well, stop. Before you talk to an agent, before you call one of those companies promise you a cash offer, before you decide to wait until next year, watch this first. Because what I'm about to share with you could mean the difference between putting tens of thousands of extra dollars in your pocket or leaving that money behind. And trust me, I've seen it happen. I've sat across the kitchen table from homeowners in Katy, Cypress, Fulshear, and Houston who thought they were making the right decision, only to discover later it cost them thousands. So today, I'm pulling back the curtain. I'm going to share what's really happening in our local market, the mistakes sellers are making right now, and the exact strategy we're going to use to help homeowners maximize their equity. And even if you're thinking about selling in the next 6 months, this video could save you lots of money and stress. I'm Willie Adolph with the Adolph Group powered by Keller Williams, and let's walk through this together. The family who waited too long. Let me tell you this story about that. A homeowner called me last year, great family, beautiful home, amazing neighborhoods. They told me, Willie, we're thinking about selling, but we want to wait. There was nothing wrong with that. But I asked why. Their answer, we think the prices are going to keep going up. And a year later, they called back. And the first thing they said was, Willie, I wish I had listened. You see, the market had changed. Buyer behavior had changed. Interest rates had changed. Competition had increased. Now, I'm not saying you should rush to sell. I'm saying timing matters. Strategy matters. Understanding your local market matters. Because real estate isn't national, it's hyper-local. What's happening nationally may have absolutely nothing to do with what's happening in your neighborhood. If you live in Katy, Cypress, Fulshear, Richmond, West Houston, you're probably hearing conflicting information. One person says it's a buyer's market. Another person says it's a seller's market. Someone else says wait. Someone else says sell immediately. So what's the truth? The truth is the homeowners who are winning right now are not necessarily the ones with the nicest homes. They're the ones with the best strategies. They're pricing correctly, they are preparing correctly, and they're marketing correctly. They're creating urgency amongst buyers. The biggest mistake I see homeowners make is assuming buyers see their home the same way they do. Buyers don't see memories. They don't see birthday celebrated. They don't see Christmas morning. They don't see countless hours you invested. They see value. And your job is to position that value correctly. I remember sitting with a homeowner, and they just loved their house. And they should have. They raised their children there, graduation pictures were hanging on the walls, family memories everywhere. When we discussed pricing, they wanted significantly more than the market supported. Not because they were greedy, because they love the home. And I understand that. But here's what happened. After a conversation about the market realities, they trusted the process. We positioned the home correctly. We created a strong marketing strategy, generating activity, received offers, and ultimately sold successfully. Months later, they called me and they said, Willie, thank you for being honest. That's one of the biggest responsibilities we have as realtors. Not telling people what they want to hear, telling them what they need to hear. Do you know what buyers are thinking right now? If I could put you inside their minds of a buyer, here's what you see. They're nervous, they're cautious, and they're overwhelmed. Many have been looking for months. Some have lost multiple offers. Others are worried about monthly payments. They're asking, is this the right house? Is this the right time? Am I overpaying? That means your home has to stand out, not just online, emotionally. Because buyers buy emotionally and justify logically. They want to imagine themselves living there, hosting holidays, watching their kids play in the backyard, enjoying coffee on the patio, coming home after a hard, long day. The homes that create emotional connections get more attention. The homes that get more attention often receives offers. You know, there's 5 things every seller should do before listing. 1, understand true market value. Not what Zillow says, not what your neighbors say, not what you hope it's worth. Understand what buyers are actually paying. 2, know your competition. You're not competing against homes that sold. You're competing against homes that's currently for sale. 3, improve first impressions. Buyers make decisions within seconds. Your curb appeal matters. 4, prepare emotionally. You're selling a property, not your memories. Those memories goes with you. 5, having a marketing plan. A sign in the yard isn't enough anymore. Professional videos, social media, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, email marketing, database exposure, everything matters. One homeowner almost didn't call me. They thought their home wouldn't sell. They felt discouraged. They were worried. Life circumstances forced a move. After meeting with them, we developed a plan. Not hope, but a plan. And that's the difference. Hope is not a strategy. What we did, we launched and marketed aggressively, created exposure, generated interest, and they achieved a result that changed their next chapter. I still remember the look on their face at closing: relief, excitement, and gratitude. Not because we sold a home, because we helped them move forward. If you're watching this and you've been wondering whether now is the right time to sell, I want you to hear this. You don't have to make a decision today. You don't have to list tomorrow. You don't even have to move. But you owe it to yourself to know your options. The homeowners who make the best decisions are the ones with the best information. Not fear, not guesswork, information. If you're in the Katy, Cypress, Fulshear, Houston, Richmond, Brookshire, or anywhere around the surrounding areas, and you've been thinking about selling your home, let's have a conversation. No pressure, no obligations, no sales pitch, just real information about your home's value, your options, and what today's market means for you. Send me a message or comment below, or just give me a call.